All right, Shalom. First and foremost of all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Merkar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone for teaching us the 100% truth according to the Bible well. And peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Take through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Willing into the Lord's willing edifying lesson, on just the topic of habits and behaviors. It tells us here in the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. It says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil," right? So we should be walking circumspectly, looking around. Dealing with your habits and behaviors, you have to be able to judge those things. Look around at the situations in your life, the things that you're doing. Are the things that you're doing, are those things foolish? Are those things beneficial to your walk? It's you can see the time, it's 9 o'clock, on the PM side here in the East Coast. And, through the Spirit of the Lord, I want to start reading more at night before I go to bed. Of course, we want to read, we want to get into the Word. Another benefit of that is getting off of Esau Edom's technology, right? Getting off of your phone, getting off of your, getting off of these devices, a device, that Esau Edom has, this new technology, right? Doing things that are beneficial, going on more walks, getting outside, these getting in tune with nature, these, different habits and behaviors, and you understand your situation. Obviously, if you're in a, major city, downtown area, it's hard to get out in nature, right? But just going on a walk, getting outside, getting away from the TV screen, getting away from, scrolling on YouTube shorts, right? And things of that nature, right? This is Titus 2:6. Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, right? And the things that Esau Edom has put in front of us is to distract you, right? It's to fill your mind with so much excess information that it's hard to remember the things that are important, your to-dos, your to-do list, the things you got to do, the things you got to get done as a believer of Yahweh Shai, whatever that's putting up your videos, making sure that you're keeping a healthy habit of praying every day, right? Keeping a healthy habit of communicating to Yahweh Shai, meditating, right? Instead of, being on your phone, or watching a TV show, maybe you should meditate for 30 minutes a day, right? These little things, these different change of habits, change of behaviors, and sometimes, while I mentioned you have to go outside, you have to change your environment. You're so used to coming home and, freshening it up and doing the same thing that you get locked into this complacent spirit. It says, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works. So a pattern of good works, that sounds like a routine. That sounds like habits. That sounds like, a change of character, change of mindset, then begins a change of character. One book I always recommend brothers read, in the camp, of course, you got to read the scriptures. You got to inquire of our fathers, and see what they did and understand. But Atomic Habits, it's a book. It's a pretty good book, pretty good read. Read it at your own, leisure, so to speak. But it talks about building habits. It talks about building healthy behaviors. We as the believers of Yahweh Shema Shai, we have to be willing to cut things off that aren't serving us. Is watching TV late at night really serving you? Is eating late at night really serving you? Is practicing intermittent fasting, is that going to help? All these different habits and behaviors are very important. It says, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness, right? So in doctrine, teaching our people, right, showing uncorruptness. And this world is meant to corrupt your mind. So when you get the information that Esau Edom gives you versus what the Heavenly Father is giving you, it's supposed to conflict. That's why this flood of evil and wicked information is constantly on the YouTube, constantly on the internet. It's meant to warp your discernment. It's meant to warp your perspective and how you see the word of the Most High. These things are traps, right? And these things affect your behavior, right? You constantly watching, Hollywood Housewives and see how, if you're a woman, you're constantly watching Hollywood Housewives and seeing how they're, disrespectful to their man, how they curse a lot. You're going to start becoming those things. You're going to start playing out, those certain habits and behaviors. Finishing off, gravity, sincerity. It says sound speech that cannot be condemned. That is he that is of the contrary may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. Right? So these people of the world, they really shouldn't have any evil thing to say about us. When we all, you got lunch, let's say you work at a restaurant job, they shouldn't see that, oh, this man's a gluttonous. They shouldn't have evil things to say. They should only be able to say slandered, falsely accusing us, right? These people of the world shouldn't have anything evil to say about us because we are exercising a pattern of good works, being disciplined. The Lord wants us to be disciplined. If you want to be a disciple of the Lord, you have to practice restrictions. You have to practice sacrificing things. Right? Let's jump to St. Luke 21, not 12. This is St. Luke 21. And this was just something on my mind as, been really trying to break out the bad habits and the bad routines that, it's easy to slip. It's easy to stay up late at night watching your favorite Netflix show. You're trying to jam it in. It's easy to just do things mindlessly. They call it mindless entertainment. First thing in the morning, you should set your intentions good. Wake up in the morning, set your intentions to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai. Go for a walk, stretch. If you have the kids, wake up before the kids. If you have the wife, wake up before the wife. Wake up an hour before everyone wakes up to get a morning meditation and to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai. And see how that sacrifice of waking up early, and setting that extra time to the side is really going to help you, in your connection with Yahweh Shema Shai. This is St. Luke 21:34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that they come upon you unawares. And every moment, that passes by, every day that the sun goes down, that is a day closer. That is a moment and second closer to this deal going down and all hell breaking loose, here in America and across the four corners of the earth. And you want to have the mindset that you gave it your all. You gave it your all to practice, healthy behaviors, rehearsing the righteous acts of Yahweh Shema Shai, and using discernment in your life and realizing, what's good for me, why am I always tired at work? Is it just because we're in Babylon and we're in hell? Or is it something that I can actually change? Why is my body in so much pain? You have to be honest with yourself. You see? It says, for as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell upon the face of the earth. And because our people have rejected this word, the Heavenly Father has really given Jake over to a reprobate spirit, to where they're, doing all these bad habits and routines, and they're destroying themselves. And Jake is going to be bent out of hell when things really get hard in the earth, and they're hooked up to these devices. Just imagine, you'll say you're in the room all by yourself, just on your phone. Imagine what the angels are seeing. You're plugged into the matrix. Sitting there for hours, just in the system. That's something that you should be conscious of. You should be aware of those things, right? You shouldn't use your smartphone for foolish activities. And there's balance in everything, but Jake is, we as a nation have, been on this extreme of just, being connected with this society. Now we have to be able to depart, because we don't want the day of Yahweh Shema Shai come upon us unawares. We want to be circumspect and actually know what's going on. What's going on in Israel. What's going on amongst, dealing with the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shai. Good, that's going on. And then you have to govern your life in front of you by using this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as well, right? It all matters. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man, right? So we got to be in the spirit of watching, praying to Yahweh Shema Shai to overcome these things that we're dealing with in the flesh. Watching, for the prophecies, getting excited, knowing that the Lord, when you feel excited, that's good. You should feel excited. We shouldn't be all down and out, languishing, that's the spirit of the world, But, just something on my mind, just thinking about whatever you're dealing with. Brothers deal with a lot of things, oral problems, oral health, right? Spend time to, actually take care of your oral health. Take time to take care of yourself. I always bring this out. It's important to take care of yourself. We're in hell, right? We're in Babylon, but we should still try to take care of ourselves to the best of our abilities, right? And it happens, by changing up, your routines and your habits, and sacrificing and cutting things off that are no longer good for you. This is Sirach 30 and 15. Health and a good estate of body are above all gold. Jake is killing themselves at the job, trying to make some more money. breaking down their bodies, just to eat the good delicacies of the food here. You should be conscious, last time I ate that, it didn't make me feel too good. And this lesson's all over the place, but just kind of on my spirit to speak about it. It says, health and a good state of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. For example, today, I felt, kind of sickly, at work. We kind of had a light day. I was like, dang, I wish I felt better, And by the end of the day, the Lord allowed me to feel better, even though, it's just better, whether we have an easy day, hard day at work, it feels good to know that, our bodies feel good. We got clear minds, we got that confidence in Yahweh Shema Shai because we've been, implementing more prayer in our life, more, restrictions, more fasting, right? Fasting from things, fasting from, what is that in the book of Tobit? This is the book of Tobit 12, and right, you should be fasting from things. Tobit 12:8, prayer is good with fasting, right? Of course, this is talking about, no food, no water, afflicting your souls. That's what something the Heavenly Father is well pleased in. Right? But another way you can afflict your soul, it's not, eat certain foods, eat more bitters in your diet. Instead of having the sweet breakfast, have a break your, your first meal with something bitter. Right? Skip a meal and practice restriction. Practice skipping that favorite TV show to read, to get into the Word, and pray. Pray to Yahweh Shema Shai. Ask the Lord for strength. It says prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness. A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness, right? So we got a little here. But we got the righteousness of Yahweh Shema Shai, what the scriptures is teaching us on our side. And that's much better than what this world has to offer. You see how these people destroy themselves, getting much gain here. Nah, we're not looking to destroy ourselves. We're looking to the world that's set before us, to govern it with the knowledge and wisdom that the Heavenly Father has given us. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold, right? So it's good to be charitable, right? Communicating with brothers, see what they got going on, right? Helping when you can, because you're not always going to be able to help, right? But, you got to be willing to help yourself, before you can just help anyone else, right? This is Sirach 14:5. No, 14:5. He says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Right? So if you're evil to yourself, if you're doing something, all things that are lawful are not expedient. Brothers get into the, topic of alcohol. But too much TV, too much video games. These things can be detrimental to your walk. Too much spending time with the family and the kids, 24/7. And you have to learn to apply balance, As brothers always say, you have to learn to apply balance, You can't take everything to the extreme. It's good to watch TV every once in a while. It's good to eat your favorite meal and, have your ice cream and do all that. But you know, you have to be able to apply balance. You know, it says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He taketh not pleasure in his goods," right? And one thing that always stuck with me, you know, a few years back, I was watching the elder from Dallas, Elder Ariella. He had a scale. You know, it was balanced 50-50, but, you know, the scale was balanced evenly. But it says 70-30, you know, 70%, 30 versus 30%. And that's what balance looks like, you know, showing more discipline and restriction, and then, you know, giving yourself mercy at the same time. So, you know, just wanted to speak on that. Lesson went a little longer, you know. Slack it for rambling. I really don't like doing lessons like this too much. It's hard to, you know, really find the scriptures, you know, to really fit the topic. But I pray that, you know, the point was made and that you're edified through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, before we go any further, of all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Badash. Thank the Wali Yahweh Shema Shai for allowing me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone for teaching us the truth according to the Bible and who rule well. And peace and blessings so reflect to the nation of Israel. Next time we say Shalom.